name is Tony Golalde, and from what you can tell, I am a CODA. Now, what is a CODA, you may ask? Well, it basically means that I am a child of deaf adults, which means I grew up with deaf parents. And I grew up with American Sign Language. Um, Both my mom and my dad are deaf, and I also have a little sister, but she's also a CODA as well. Now, today I'm going to be talking about what I feel like my life has been like as a CODA and how our family factors kind of influence the way I, I do my daily activities. But it's not only just going to be me. We also have my mom, Marcia, my dad, Raphael,
Um,
and my little sister, Ruth.
Hi, my name is Ruth. I'm Tony's sister, and I'm here for his interview.
Uh, in a predominantly hearing family, my mom and dad didn't really have the best resources for them available as they were growing up deaf. They also grew up in Ecuador, so around that time, the economy wasn't really its best. So, in that case, if you grew up around that area and you were also deaf and didn't have a lot of education, it wasn't the best lifestyle you could have. So that's why they both decided to move to America around their 20s. Um, Now, I remember my mom and dad, I asked them what was the first thing that really surprised them about America when they first came here. And this is what they had to say.
Peace Corps. Oh, seasons are different. Yeah. Yeah.
After a while of living in America, they got married and they had myself and my little sister. Now, since we're both CODAs, we had more of a responsibility to help our parents since their English was very limited thanks to them growing up in Ecuador, especially on me. I mean, personally, I grew up, I had a lot of points in my life where I had to be their personal interpreter. And most of the times, whenever they had important documents that I had to read, I had to learn what all that stuff meant so I could explain it to them as efficiently as possible. And to me, it was pretty tough because it just put a lot of responsibility on me, and I felt like I matured much more quicker than everyone else. And it made me, I don't know, it just made me feel like I had little to no childhood. I asked my sister about what she felt like growing up as a CODA, and this is her response.
When did you have the realization your parents were different from everyone else's?
Since I was a little kid, like when I went to school in preschool, like that was when I realized that everyone had hearing parents and I was the only one with deaf parents. So I felt weird and different from everyone, and so I was kind of like an outcast in a way, but I did make friends. which I thought was surprising to me because I don't know. I didn't think I would make friends because kids think I was weird that I knew sign language. But no, they thought it was cool.
After a while of, growing up and being used to this CODA lifestyle, it felt comfortable. Even though it was sometimes stressful, it felt really comfortable. But then I wanted to go into special education because I was inspired by how hard my parents worked, and I had realized my identity as a CODA at that time. So when I realized that I had to go to Illinois State University, I realized I basically had to move out, and it was very scary to think of it that way at first because even though I had my little sister there, she sometimes I feel like I take more responsibility with helping out my parents in that way rather than she does. So it really scared me to think, like, was my family going to be fine? Are they able to handle this on their own? But after talking with them about it, I feel a lot better because this is what they had to say about me leaving for college.
Did anything really change when in the family when your brother left for college?
No, not really. I mean, like, the only thing, like, it just felt weird not being with him, but everything else was normal.
When I think about it, being a CODA has been kind of a crazy life to have. It's had its ups and downs, but it has taught me what I need to do to be responsible in life. I need to, take action. I need to do what I need to do. I need to use all my resources I have. I need to take every opportunity I have, every advantage I can take to become the best in life. Because I kind of grew up with that mindset, coming from the deaf community and the Latino community, that you have to work hard in order to earn what you want. It's not going to be given to you. All this fortune and opportunity I've had in my entire life has only been here because I've worked for it. And I just realized that, I need to apply that same type of mindset into college because, life's always just going to get harder and harder in some situations. But if I can put all my work into it, it's just going to help me deal with it. And yeah, I think that's the reason why, I'm proud to be a CODA. It's not necessarily something that's been a burden. It's been more of a blessing in some ways. So yeah. We are family.